Hey, first of all, I thought you guys did a really good job, and I really liked I liked your ideas, and I really like what you're trying to do for the school. I feel like that I really love the idea of just kind of figuring out ways to get kids to the right places, like putting those little note cards in the bathrooms, different things like that. I think it was really sensational. Excuse me. I also really like the idea of a survey, and I feel like that oftentimes, particularly with our high school people, they may not realize they are addicted, and maybe something like that would help them to understand that they are, and then would allow them to get some additional help. I felt like your timeline was well thought out. I feel like that a lot of what you were talking about was something that could be very attainable, and I think that that's important. So again, I mean, just a lot of really good ideas, and a lot of really positive ways to bring attention to this issue, and but also some really great ideas on how we can hopefully diminish some of these dependencies. So well done, good job.
Thank you so much.
I can go next if you like.
Please.
I obviously echo a lot of what Dr. Glaze said. Very nice work. You guys have really hedged an important problem. I know, I've worked in a few different school districts, and this isn't just a Tipton problem. This is really a national problem. This is a youth problem that we have right now. And you guys obviously see it every single day in your bathrooms, in your hallways, in your classrooms, and you guys probably know even better than I do how many of your classmates have an issue with this. So I am perfectly happy to admit that as administrators, we are failing in helping our kids with this problem. It is such a complex problem. It's so hard for us to stay on top of, and having the student leaders that want to see this solved is really encouraging. I liked all of the measures that you proposed, and I think all of them are doable, realistic, and I sincerely hope that we can work with you guys to implement them, hopefully to great effect. Yeah, that's my bit of feedback.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree that I was just actually having a conversation today about some feedback I had received from a student in the high school about the use, the vaping use in the school, and as a father of a young daughter, the concern that has for myself. So coincidentally, you guys make a presentation today and talk about that very subject, a subject that I was talking with another parent who has students in high school and going to soon be in high school. So I think, yeah, you're talking about a topic that is relevant today, and I think the usage is a great concern. I think collectively from this, we're happy to hear that you guys also identify as a concern with the student from a parent perspective, a community member perspective, and understanding that health. Some other feedback on, I do think your timeline and the goals that you have are achievable, attainable, as Dr. Glaze said, and Tom said. So I think that is great for you guys because you can get some really quick wins early, creating that support network within the SAD group, but then also the distribution of the materials to your fellow students and parents. I thought was well thought out and a good idea. Some other feedback on that would be, I don't think you guys have any printing costs in your budget, but that would be something that obviously need to be addressed or identified. So I think that's from the feedback perspective, but then another one from the presentation. Obviously, I don't know how many presentations you guys have had this far in your career, but get ready, it could be a lot. So the reading from note cards is a great hack early on as you're getting more and more comfortable with presentations, but try to limit that and engage more with the audience to help convey that message to them, to be sure that you're making that personal connection with the audience, and then the use of filler words. It's easy to do. We find ourselves doing it. I've done it here chatting with you, but as you try to make your point, taking time to take a pause, to collect your thoughts, and then re-engage with the audience can help as you don't find yourself or try to prevent yourself from using those filler words with your audience.
Thank you.
I've had the pleasure of seeing the growth in all of you, not having any prior background or experience, being new to this community, walking in here and seeing all of you progress in your own way. And so, yeah, I think there's definitely some work to do on that presentation side, but that'll come. That comes with time, that comes with opportunity, and I would encourage you to seek those opportunities as uncomfortable as it gets, right? Continue to work on that. That's how that grows and gets better. We've all been right there at one point in our lives. So I applaud your effort in stepping through this discomfort and getting here today. Even standing there at the moment, I know it's really uncomfortable for at least a couple of you, if not all of you. So appreciate all of you for that. The outcomes of what you put together here, there were two things I liked a lot. One was the pairing of data from a survey, your own survey, right, with expert commentary. That was a nice touch. So it wasn't just this closed circuit thought, right? You went out and you saw additional views to help support that, right? So there's some anecdotal pieces of that, but it's a nice pairing, and I thought you did a nice job sort of portraying the problem that way. I likewise think that everything that you're proposing is achievable, back to the SMART goals, right? I think that you, even though it didn't show up blatantly in your presentation, having walked through some of those, I think probably helped you to arrive at that particular point. A criticism that I would give you in what you've put together today is, I don't know your mission.
Was that your mission?
Your why. I mean, we can extract that, right? But it was there on the screen for a moment, but you really didn't hit us with that.
Okay.
And I think that could have enhanced, you know, back to that golden circle, right? That target in the middle, that why. We can connect with the why, we connect with the how intellectually, but if you want our support, connect to the why. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And for some of you, our age ranges here go from sophomore to senior. So it's a wide range. So, and I think both groups are balanced pretty well. So.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.